most people are trapped in a system and they have no idea that there could be a totally different system that produces better outcomes. They have no clue because they live in the system. They measure their house prices by the system. They measure their food prices by the system. They measure everything by the system, and that system requires prices to always go up forever, in perpetuity. And because that system is built on credit, and that credit, if prices start to fall, would unwind. And because nothing's backing the credit, it would keep unwinding. And so if you allowed deflation to happen in that existing system, it unwinds to the ground. So you borrow money from me, somebody borrows money from you, and everybody thinks the other person is safe. But when it starts unwinding, it's just the counterparties move all the way, go all the way to the sand, and there's nothing backing it. It's just credit backing it. And so credit in a deflationary system gets more expensive and can't be repaid. So that's really the problem with these two systems, but they're diametrically opposed. And so what governments are doing, they're trying to print more money, change the rules of free markets, and centralize markets essentially to print more money to pretend that system still works. And it has dramatic consequences.
This entire credit-based inflationary system, it's basically a confidence game.
Well, to a point. Okay. So again, let's go. It worked and it drove a lot of value to society for a long time. Yes, other countries, if you looked at the US, other countries didn't work for and everything else, but with the reserve currency, it worked. It drove a lot of value for the economy. It can't work going forward.
Okay, what is the impetus or the kind of milestone that changes? It did work, but now it can't work.
So it always, if you break it down, and just ask yourself, why do I want my money to be worth less each year? That question kind of deserves an answer, because I don't think personally any single person wants their money to be worth less each year. But when they roll it up into a system, they think that that's a good thing. Mm-hmm. So inflation is just a hidden tax. So governments don't want to tell you the truth about the services that you want and what they need to pay for them. So they hide it in inflation. So because tax rates would go way higher without inflation. And so inflation is a hidden tax, but it's a hidden tax on the most vulnerable part of society. So it's for somebody like me with lots of assets, it's a windfall. The debt gets less, and the assets go up. My rents go up on houses and everything else. So it's a windfall.